It's been a hot minute since I had coffee, y'all. A little bit hot. I'm used to like drinking it. With like a real coffee maker. Yeah. I don't know. They just said they had it set up. All I had to do was push play. And so I did. But they made freaking 12 whole cups out of that. That's insane. I didn't need all that. Like, I mean, that's crazy. I would be like, zoom. Not good. Okay. Also, was this in? Also, very super religious here, Spirit. Yeah. Or not play, but start or on. Yeah. Time, milestone, progression. Yeah. Over time, it got worse and worse. Did they get more angry with her over time? Yep. And made you question your own identity. So your anxiety is through the roof because I'm telling you, literally with this freaking glove, they're showing me the glove again. Like, it wasn't just about the dust. Like, it was with everything that you did. If you ate and like one little piece dribbled or something like that. Remember when it said Virgo in reverse, like your perfectionism is causing you like all this horrible stuff. Yeah, that's why, because she was absolutely insane with it. We're like little slaves, but yet she didn't like it because you weren't doing a good enough job as a little slave. You know what I mean? And she was definitely, it was either her that was an addict or somebody else. But what is leadership and leader here? Robot in the reverse. Or robot in general. Victim, yeah. Sufferer, target, prey, afflicted, and vulnerable. And then chameleon again, and then aristocrat. Nobility, privilege, elite, blue blood. Yeah, you were okay. That's where I was at when I left. I forgot where I was. So you were seen by this guy, okay? This guy that was like he was a noble or something. What? You just told who what? You just told me what? Oh, I told her what? What are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Oh. You told her that? You said that to her? Elite, blue blood, yeah. Changeable, adaptability, elusive, camouflaging, and shapeshifting. I feel like you had to do that. Was she the one that had to become a chameleon? No. Okay. Was the guy the chameleon? Yeah. Performance, acting, and ego. Ooh. Yikes. Because he's acting like he's great and he's like this savior of you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he acts like he's gonna save you from this situation here. And then he definitely doesn't. Okay, but this guy is not religious against her, right? Against this girl, right? At first, right? The Tower, a twist of fate, the mercy of a greater power. And then solidarity, community, and devotion, the Queen of Earth. Yeah, because he wanted you devoted to him. Okay. So did he try to make her fall in love with him first? Did he try to sweet talk her and like make him think that he was a good guy? Yes. Okay. The Two of Earth. Yeah. Science, education. Oh, he was mentoring you. That's what this master instructor is. Okay. Kelly, we are doing a this is a past life reading, sweetie. Intuition, foresight, and awareness. It's like you saw this coming here. But he wanted to teach you things. He wanted to be your mentor, okay? He wanted to give you some type of knowledge. And for you, okay, was it spiritual knowledge of her where she comes from and her abilities? I think that's how it was enticed, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yep. So he told you, yeah, stimulation. Ew. Interaction and communication. Ugh. He stimulated your freaking need to know what the heck you were and like what gifts you had and why you had them and like what that meant and like your job on this planet and da 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 da, and he really didn't. Did he even really have this knowledge? No, he didn't even have this freaking knowledge, dude. He just wanted you to think that he did. Yeah, like gross, bro. Damn, all these people are fake in here? Man, that's such BS, bro. Okay. So, but this is like the ruler. This is like the emperor of the whole place. So you were an easy target, okay? But what you did though, oh God, what you did was so bad. Okay, so not so bad, so good. What you did was so good. Uh, oh yeah, you were super oppressed, dude. So it was actually worse at this new place because at least at the old place you had the little kids. Like you had the kids that you could run around with. Yeah, everyone needs, okay, so if you're a real person, I need you to comment something. Put an emoji, put a hi, put a hello, put a what's up, put a something, put a period, I don't care. But if you're a real person that is on this live right now, you need to comment or you're going to get blocked because there's a lot of fake accounts in here that try to steal my content. So please, please, please comment that you're real, okay? Or you will be blocked. Except for the people that we know, obviously, Cindy and Cece, we know that y'all are real. But anybody else that is in here, okay, especially the people that just joined, you guys need to comment something and let us know that you're a real person or you will be blocked. So, we'll wait. We'll just wait. Okay, Kelly's real. Well, we're waiting. We're waiting. Okay, obviously they're real, I guess. That's 4 people out of 10. If you're real, you need to comment or you will be blocked. Mama Dragon, I'm real. Okay, there's 2 people that have been in here the whole time. Oh, okay, who is that? But that's how they steal my content, though. Who is that? Yeah, there we go. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Thank you for the dolphin. This is okay. Well then, get them gone. Remove them, Ava. If they're not answering by now, then just remove them. Because that's how they steal my content. They literally will record it the whole time, and then they can post it. So get them gone. Okay, there it goes. All right. Okay, so your anxiety definitely stems from starting with her. Okay, starting with the mother lady at the thing, and then it goes into thinking that this new person. Okay, so each time you go to a new place, you get this new idea that you're going to have people that understand you, that care about you, that are going to actually be there for you, or that will maybe even try to understand you, and then you get shot down every time. So the first time it was your own true parents gave up on you. They didn't want you. They wanted nothing to do with you. You scared them because you gave them premonitions that came true, and so then they thought that that you caused the problem to happen. Okay. And you go to this innkeeper that entices your parents into thinking that you're going to be in this lovely home that has all of this learning and all of this stuff and blah, 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 that they're a good Samaritan and that it's a whole charity, and it's a lie because they're just addicts and they just want people to do all the work for them, and they want to control you, right? And they want to just like have little bitty work slaves, okay? And then you're bullied in there too. So then all of a sudden you are seen in the crowd out in the what's it called, where they have everyone meet up or whatever out in the marketplace area, and this guy sees you, okay? This emperor, the guy that owns the whole entire town or whatever this is, he owns the whole city, okay? Or he's like the king or something. He sees you and he sees how absolutely drop dead gorgeous you are. You're absolutely beautiful, okay? Oh yeah, Ava. Yep, the earth. Could be the earth because she has bright blue eyes, okay? That makes sense. That's why Victor was saying earth earlier. Yeah, So, you have like this energy. Not only that, but your eyes, like you were just so beautiful. Nobody could look away from you. That's why you had all these boys as well that were in there that were trying to like, all right, like graped you, like graped you, you know, and like it wasn't just them, it was other people too, like the other guys that were in and out of there. You had to hide away and you had to wear like different clothes and stuff, and like you weren't allowed to be seen because, yeah, blue eyes, yeah. So you, the lady was jealous as heck of you. She would not let you come out of that room when there was somebody around. Like when there was customers or whatever, like she was used to getting the attention because she was decently looking, you know what I mean? She was pretty for a woman or whatever. But then you were just something absolutely out of this world. Like, I mean, I've never even seen anything that could compare to the beauty that they're showing me. So like, I don't even know how to describe who it would be. Like, on the planet, like even like famous people. I don't even know who to compare it to. There's like no comparison here. So yeah, look. There's where they enticed you, okay? So he enticed you too. Like definitely goddess energy. Yes, absolutely, Victor. Thank you. So this guy, this emperor enticed you with these berries, telling you, "Oh, I know about your gifts. I know that you come from this line of goddesses, or this line of witches that are so powerful and so amazing, and I can teach you all about them." And you're like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, let me go with you." And then they're like, "Okay, well, we're going to marry you off and we're going to get money for you." So they married you off, got a whole bunch of money for you for giving your hand in marriage to this guy. Look, he paid you like he paid them like so much money, dude. Like they got paid for you, okay? So they may have paid like, let's say 100 coppers for you in the beginning with the charity situation or something like that. Or no, maybe they didn't. Did they just give her to them because it's a charity? No. Okay, so they did have to pay like 100 coppers because these people that they got you from were actually like kind of higher standing people. They weren't like in 100% positions of power, but I feel like they were some type of like noble, okay? So then they got in return like 20,000 times what they paid for you, okay? From this guy, from this leader guy. So what happened was you got to the point where he was supposed to be this, you know, teaching you these things. And what you did end up learning though was architecture, or how buildings were built, okay? How they were created, because you always wanted to like take things apart. You were always curious about how things were built because you were hiding behind the walls. I just heard that you were hiding behind the walls. So this stepmom or whatever she was made you hide. You had a freaking hole that you had to go into in the walls, and that's like, this is where they get like servant quarters, like, or servant halls, where it's like, here's the hall, and they built like a space like this on the outside of the hall where the servants had to walk through this, and they weren't allowed to be seen in the wall. Like this was like some fancy shit here, okay? But you weren't allowed to be walking around where the other people are walking. Like you had to be up in here and hiding. Like you couldn't actually see. You had to watch the dinner with all the other kids having dinner through a freaking peephole, okay? And you were given like a piece of bread. Hi, Marvin. What's up? Yes. You're what? So you were given like a rusty, crusty piece of bread and like maybe some water or something like that for food. You were skinny too. Like they like really made you go without food, really. Like you got scraps like a dog would. And so you had to sit here and watch all these other kids that were in the same position as you. But because you were so beautiful, because they hated you, because that you were some type of religious deficiency, they kept you behind the wall. Even when their own servants were bringing them food and stuff like that, they still didn't want them to see you. It's like they purposely secluded you because they knew that you were powerful. And if you ever did gain your self-awareness and your self-ability to realize what you were and how powerful you were, you would take them all the way down. All of them. They would all be taken down, okay? So they did not want that to happen, all right? So they sent you off, okay? But with this different thing, it was like 3 times the charm, dude. So it's like as soon as this happened again and you realized that he was using you and that he had no intention on actually teaching you anything and he didn't know crap about you or where you came from, you used your skills of architecture and you figured out how to dismantle parents. Now this is a freaking kingdom. This is a whole castle. This is a whole entire freaking thing. Like this guy is the king, right? You spent months. I'm talking about months and months and months. I don't know if there is some type of firepower here. I don't even know if it's that. It is something because the building does go, it collapses. But I see you doing it up underneath. You're like in over it, comment. Over it, comment. Yeah, we have fire disaster. Yeah. And bomb. So, yeah, so anyways, so you like were up in the shadows, up behind the walls here, like again in these servant corridors or whatever, mapping out exactly where on the building you would need to put little bombs. Okay, gonna block. There's more people? There's more people in here? Everybody needs to comment. I guess there's more unreal people in here. If you don't comment, you're gonna get blocked, okay? Oh, you're over it? Oh, you're over it. Oh, over it is a person. I thought you were saying you're over it. Okay, over it. You're gonna block. You're gonna get blocked. Over it. Whoever that is. Okay, hi, Des. Thank you for coming. Okay, so yeah, if they don't answer, then yeah. Okay, that's fine. So, anyway, so you spent months and months and months mapping out where you need to put these little bitty bombs, okay? All around this castle. Because you was not playing, bro. You was done. You went from being this timid little girl to saying, I don't give a flying F and I'm taking all y'all down, okay? So you did that. You freaking got payback and revenge because this person not only lied to you about telling you that he was going to, like, that was your whole thing. Like, you just wanted to know what was wrong with you. You just wanted to know why you were different. You just wanted to know how to fix this, okay? Or how to decide. Okay, stop commenting the same thing, the chosen one. Obviously, you can't read the pinned comment. Then you need to not comment at all if you can't read. You mainly just wanted to know, like, what is wrong with me? Where do I come from? What are these gifts that I have? So this was the biggest enticement that he had, that you have seen. Okay. But the problem is that it wasn't just that. Like, this wasn't even the problem anymore. Okay. Yeah, that was part of the problem. You did get beat around when you said no. When you started saying, hey, I thought you were going to tell me this. I thought you were going to tell me this truth. I thought you were going to help me figure out where I came from or who my family was. I thought you were going to tell me all these things. You kept on getting on to him, like you kept on mentioning it and mentioning it and mentioning it and mentioning it, okay? And they kept like putting you off and putting it off and putting it off. But every time after that, after you realized that maybe they're not going to, and you kept mentioning it, he would start getting more and more mad. Okay? He was bullying you, okay? And you were like an easy target until you weren't anymore. And you took him down and everyone in his freaking castle that was not worth a crap because you warned everybody else that was, like all the servants and stuff, you told them, like, hey. And not one of them told on you. Not one of them. And you already saw this premonition happening because you had this premonition that it was going to blow up. And maybe that's whoa, oh my gosh, the premonition that you told your parents was that the castle and the kingdom was going to blow to smithereens, and that freaked them out. I don't even think that's the one that came true. It wasn't that one. It must have been two of them. But definitely that is another one that you gave. You saw it happening, and then you're like, oh, now I know. When he came to you, you knew it was going to blow up, okay? You just didn't know exactly by who or why. But you were willing to go to see if you could figure out who your parents were, like who you were and why you had these gifts. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, commoner, regular people, regular citizen, everyday, ordinary. Like you were somebody that stood up for, oh, Scott's real. Scott's the one that I did a reading for earlier. He said he was at work. I don't think he's still in here. I think it's just showing that he was in here. I don't think it's still in here. He may have left it open when he's at work. I don't know. He's definitely real, though, because that's the one that Spirit had me answer that whole thing for. Okay, so what's your advice on this, Spirit? What's your advice for Ava in this lifetime right now? Like, how do we release this here? One, digging deep into your power, into your abilities, and not being scared of that, okay? And knowing who you are, having the ability to say, this is who I am, and I'm not going to allow anybody to take that from me or try to change that at all by any means. Okay, and I don't need to have anxiety or fear that I'm going to get whipped like every time I miss a freaking piece of dust. Like, see how she's holding her arm? No, yeah, I know. You're good. It was way earlier, Victor. Like, way earlier. Probably you weren't even in here when I did it. So it's like, no matter what you do when you meet new people or when you get in new situations or something like that, it's like you instantly start having fear. Okay, your anxiety is born through your fear. The fear is that you're not going to be accepted, that you're not going to be loved, that you're not going to know who you are, that you're not going to be, or that you're going to be scolded or you're going to be reprimanded for something, even if you don't do anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? Fear of speaking up. She was scared to speak up too. This is also coming from a past life. Fear of speaking out and putting yourself out there like, hey, I'm talking, motherfucker, shut the fuck up. You gotta be more like me. You're working on it, but this is something that you gotta work out, okay? What is your advice for Ava for this, for all in the reverse, the Hermit in the reverse, or the Hierophant in the reverse, the Justice in the reverse, and the Comet in the reverse. Taurus, Aquarius, and Comet. All major arcana cards except for this one. A sign of fate, a harbinger of change in the reverse. So it's like there's nothing controlling you, okay? This is, you are in control. Like, there's no fate here, okay? Fate is not controlling you. You have to be the harbinger of change. There's not, fate and destiny is not making this happen for you. Nothing outside of yourself, that's what it is. I get it, Spirit, thank you. Nothing outside of yourself is causing your anxiety and your fear, okay? It's you. You're allowing it because of these past life connections, okay? But you think that this is something that is being done to you, or this is something that is happening to you. It's not. You are allowing this. You're staying in this energy from this past energy, okay? From this past life here. So you're sitting here thinking that it's something that you just have to deal with, that it's something that you own. Stop claiming it. Stop claiming it. Stop claiming that you are sick. Stop claiming that you aren't healthy, okay? Start just not being that way. And I know that's easier said than done, but the first step is telling yourself that you're not in that energy. I'm not scared. Fake it until you make it is a real thing. If you're really super, super depressed, right? You start watching comedy, even though that's not a natural laughter, even though that's not a laughter that is actually like something genuine that brought it up, it's still you laughing, and then eventually you become happy. Like, seriously. But it's because there's not anything causing it. It's just leftover remnants of this traumatic past life. Okay? It's this traumatic past life that's left over. There's nothing that's causing it. You're literally causing it. You are making it happen. That's why there's no answers, because it's not real. You are making it real. You're the one that's creating this inside of yourself. And that's a hard pill to swallow, especially for somebody that's got these chronic illnesses. But there's no scientific explanation for it because it is not real, Ava. You're creating it within yourself. You're making this reality. We are the creators of our environment and of our reality, okay? Exactly. Same thing. That's exactly what I'm saying. So you are you are literally telling yourself, I'm not doing good. This is blah, blah, blah. Like you're putting it out there. You're creating it. Tell yourself the opposite. Tell yourself you're healthy. Just start acting like you're healthy, like you don't have anxiety. Stop waiting for it. You are sitting here waiting for the next panic attack. You're sitting here scoping out where it's going to be. You're making it like you're literally trying to figure out, oh, where should I do my next panic attack? Maybe with this person. Oh, well, maybe if I have this conversation, then maybe a panic attack will happen then, right? Maybe this is what's going to trigger my next panic attack. You're literally creating them out of the fucking ether because you're a master manifester. Stop doing that. Stop looking for them. Stop looking for the next freaking freak out. Stop looking for the next anxiety attack, okay? Because that's how it's coming about, is because you are searching for it, or you're waiting for, you're always waiting. You're like, okay, it's going to come. It's been too long. It's going to come. You're creating it. And so you're literally creating it out of nothing. And it's happening because that's what we are. We are the ones that create a reality. Just like with me, I am unintentionally, but I'm still doing it, manifesting my own downfall financially, because I think that people that are rich end up never being good. I feel like money destroys people. So that involuntarily affects my finances, and I don't get paid, and I'm never stable. I'm never financially stable. I know that I'm doing that to myself. Okay, I do. I'm trying to work through that, right? And it is a challenge to change, but that's what you have to do if you want to be better. It depends on how bad you want to be better. So you got to stop creating it. Social justice, radical effort, and rebellion. Traditional ideology, systems, and ownership. Yeah, it's owning you, okay? You're allowing it to own you, and it's not even something that exists. Like I said, it's not a physical illness. It's not, and that's the best part about it. That's the best news you can have, because it's not something that's physical. Okay, but it can turn into that. Okay, it can turn into something that is concrete, but it can also disappear like that, because it is you're mentally creating these things to happen. I'm trying to think of another example. Okay, so even like this is different, but even like this, yeah, it's physical there, because your anxiety is what causes those physical panic attacks and yeah, that is real, but there's no actual mental reason for those outside of you making them come about yourself. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're having anxiety attack and panic attacks that are real, 1000%, but they're not being triggered by something that is real. You're triggering yourself by your thoughts. Okay, your mind is triggering them and creating them when there's actually no need to have them. And that's why it can be so many different things that triggers it. And you're like, well, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? Because again, if you go too long without it, you're just sitting there waiting. You're waiting. Like, it's like you're preparing yourself. No, you're not preparing. You're making it come into reality. It's not preparing. Okay. You're not watching out. You're not being watchful. You're making it happen. You're literally, let's do this soon, since it's been a while. You know what I mean? Yeah. I am calling you out because I love you. So yeah, you blew these people up, and you know, and that's what you need to do now. Blow up this idea that you need to have anxiety, that this is your life. This is not your life. You are safe, Ava. You are safe. That is the main, and that makes so much sense, girl, because what does your anxiety stem around? Not being safe. Okay, someone attacking you, doing magic on you, someone, you know, like, what if they do this, this, and this? Like, that is your constant fear, is someone hurting you. Okay, someone, like, you not being protected. Okay, you need to know that you don't need any protection outside of yourself. Okay, it's all within you. Although you have protection all around you, because I have protection on you. Like, you have so much protection on you. You have so much protection on you, it's not even funny. But you don't need that, because you are protected. Okay. Yes, being hurt and sick away from home. What do you mean? Oh, they're fear. Yeah. outside of your house. Okay. You can't leave and go on big trips, because what happens if you're out there in the wilderness, in the open, and something happens, like you don't have your safe haven at home. But even at home, you don't feel safe all the time. Like the internet makes you feel like you're out there in the open and not safe, right? Okay, so let's work on that. Remember, every time you start to get like that, to be like, nope, I feel fine. I am good. There is nothing wrong with me. I am safe. Start doing I am safe affirmations all the time, Ava. I am safe. I am loved. I am protected. I am safe. I am loved. I am divinely protected. Start doing that. Yeah, write it down. And there's probably some meditations you can do online. Yeah, I'm sure I could find some from my Raza lady. I am safe. I am loved. I am divinely protected.